Morning, welcome back. It's now the 10th of October 2023 and it's Tuesday morning, 8 AM. So I'm up at the allotment again and we've had another major disaster. Talk about things being sent to try us. I fitted those 400 watt solar panels up on the roof that I showed you and a brand new solar controller, and the same day the chicks were all due to hatch. What happened? I was busy working away, putting those cleaning 2 sheds out and putting those brooder boxes into an empty shed, ready to start cleaning them up and converting them. And the solar controller told the battery to cut out at 13 volts when it should have went down to as low as 10, and I hadn't noticed. By the time I went in to check on them, the chicks were standing shivering. There was 6 out in total. They were standing shivering, and the eggs that were still starting to chip had just died in the shell. I brought the temperature back up to try and excuse me, to try and revive them and save some eggs, but it didn't happen. We saved the chicks. What I'd done differently was I took the main feed, 12 volt feed, from the solar controller instead of direct from the battery, and that was a very costly mistake. What I've learned now is we need to go direct from the battery, direct to the incubators. Absolutely gutted. So I've still got the ones in the converted fridge, wine cooler, and thankfully everything's still okay with them. But I've lost yet another 30 eggs plus. So we've only got 6 chicks out of all of those. 2 leg bars, 2 leghorns, and a Favorelle and a Silky. All my own eggs. No, sorry. One's a Silky off my friend, and one of the eggs that I bought managed to hatch, and that was it. Absolutely gutted. So today I'm just going to be cracking on with finishing these clocker boxes, get them all set up, and then I'll be moving the chicks over into there. Something else I discovered was I've done some more modifications and making sure that I've discovered that the incubators need to run on no more than 40 watts in order for these batteries to last out, come what may, and barring any catastrophes. Morning, welcome back to Alan's Allotment. Saturday the 28th of October 2023. Sorry about the long absences. I've just been so busy, and I've had more challenges than I care to mention. But I keep doing this to myself and there's only me to blame. So I'm not going to babble on too long, but what I'm going to do is spin you around and pretty much give you a catch up on everything that's been going on. Again, it's all chicken related. It's nothing gardening. I've just been that busy trying to finesse things, and as I say, some things have went okay, but it's a very, very small success for the amount of work and the trials and tribulations that I've put into it. I've lost about 3, 4, maybe even 5 incubators full of eggs now. And you've seen from some previous clips that I did manage to get 6 young chickens out. One of those died, and I bought some bantam leghorns that were hatched exactly the same day as mine, just to make the numbers up, make it worth the while putting the battery banks and the things on there. Plus I wanted some bantam leghorns, and the fact that they were all different colours was even a bigger bonus. There's lavenders, blacks and whites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin you around and I'm going to show you all the changes that's happened since the last video. Right, so I've still got this shed to completely empty because that's where all of the chicks are going to go eventually. I've now put up another 400 watts of solar panels on this shed, and we'll give you a look inside here now. Again, it's a bit upside down because it's all still work in progress, but let's give you a look in here. So, I'll get a light on the subject. You can see my power banks are up here, and then in here we've still got the chicks. Down here I've got some Wyandottes, little bantam Wyandottes. I've just been collected today and purchased. We've got a clocker and 3 pullets in there, and they're going to be going into a separate cage. In here, these are the 3 chicks that was under the clocker. We've put the little perch in there now. So we've put the clocker back in the main shed, and these 3 chicks are all in here. In here we've got the heat plate, which basically runs off this power bank. It's only 15 watts, and that power bank lasts all night and all day. And these are the chicks, all coming along really nice now. As you can see, they're growing. And we've got a couple of little lavender leghorns and white leghorns and black leghorns under there, and they all just keep popping under there when they want to keep themselves warm. This is perfectly bone dry, and it's just mostly the muck with chick crumb mixed in. And we've opened this cage right through now, and I've got all this space with a feeder down that end and a feeder here and a drinker there. So that's I'll just knock this light out now. I've got lights all over the place now. I've got a set of electric strip lights up there. I've got another light here, one here. There's one in every one of these cages, as you can see. Next thing to show you is, because I don't know if I have already showed you, I've built, my neighbour gave me a bit of extra land, and I've already, me and Tony built this fence up here. Let's take me from the other side and we'll get a better look. So basically, he's given me this much here, right down there, and we've put the fence up, and this old one will be coming down. I've got all that to take down yet, and this will be the rearing shed, or while the babies, until they're off heat, and then they'll move into the big shed down there. But this fence will be gone, and there'll be a gate on here, so I can go straight in and out, and the chicks will come out of that bottom shed, and the backs of these sheds will act as the wall, if you will, or the fence, and they'll be out into this big pen. So that's another job. As I say, I've still got this shed to empty and get ready for them. So let's give you a little look at something else we got. Those cages, as you see, were in a different shed to where I said they were going to be. And the reason for that is they were too big to fit through the doors. You can see the state of my fence with all the gales. I was up here in all weathers trying to strap it up and keep it going. For now, it's right. But what I've done is I've modified this shed now, and I've got myself some beautiful Isabella Welsummers. They're beautiful birds. These are like lavender and cream, and these are Welsummers, but because of the cross in them, they won't lay the really dark brown egg. They'll lay a paler brown egg, but they'll lay better than the Welsummers. And the cockerels are absolutely beautiful when they come to light. There we go. They won't sit long enough. They're still relatively new, so they're still getting used to this area. And we fixed all of this fence up here now. Got all this fence done, strengthened up, tins along the bottom so these cocks can't spar at each other. These are the two young chicks, cocks that you've seen a while ago. These are really mature now, these beautiful birds, lovely and placid. They get along fine because they were both in the same litter. And beautiful birds. These carry the blue egg laying gene. And I've got these crossed over the brownings, and and those little baby leghorn chicks of my own are off these, crossed with the leghorns in here, and they're actually like a leghorn with the crest, like the tuft on the head. And those leghorns potentially will lay white and pale blue eggs, and any that comes off the brown hens will lay brown and or olive green eggs. Still haven't got this fridge incubator finished. That one does work a treat, and that's the ones we hatched the chicks in. It's there as standby. Excuse me. But I've modified another incubator, the very first one we ever built in the last video that you've seen, and it runs off these now, and it now runs on only 20 watts. And again, we've got eggs set in there, and there's 18 in there. We've got 6 Bressy, 6 Isabella Brahmas, or potentially Isabella and Partridge. They're a combination, it's potluck what we get out, and 6 gold and blue Wyandotte, and again it's potluck whether we get the golds or the blues. So we've got those set now as well, and it's still just coming up to temperature. Yeah, I've only just set these about an hour ago. Okay, no time like the present, so I've just taken this fence down now, as you can see. So we've taken all the tins off the bottom, all the old barbed wire and all the chain linking, and rolled it up. The only thing I've got left to do now is to dig these 2 sleepers out. They are pretty loose. I've slackened them off back and forward. Just need to get a spade in one side now and try and lift them, because I can't lift those on my own. Failing that, I'll have to wait for Tony or the neighbour tomorrow morning and see if he can give me a pull up with them, or alternatively bring the ride on in here and hitch it up to the ball hitch and pull them out with the ride on. Right, thanks for popping along and joining me today. Not much of a video, but it gives you a bit of an update of why I've been absent for a while. Just had so much going on, and I don't know when we'll get the next video, but we'll try and give you, hopefully if that incubator hatches tomorrow, we'll at least give you a bit of footage from that. But it's still really busy, but I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest. It's just whether I get a chance to put any footage up. But I've just spotted a little chicken coop on Facebook, at a very good price. It's a complete coupe, it's all sectional, dismantles and reassembles, complete with a run and everything, which will be ideal for those little buntings. Now I could build them one, and that was my intentions, but I thought, right, for the price of this, I'll just go and get this, dismantle it and bring it back, and they can be in it by tomorrow, rather than messing around. So yeah, cup of coffee and we'll go and get that. And then that'll be it for this video. So as always, thanks for popping along. Thanks for all the likes, dislikes, comments, subscriptions, suggestions. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thanks for all my existing subscribers who have followed me along and waited patiently. Let me know if you've missed me in the comments, and if you want to see more of these videos, or you're not bothered until we start gardening again. Be interesting to know. Let me know. Give me a comment in the sections below. Again, as always, thanks for all your likes, comments, dislikes, subscriptions, suggestions, donations. It really is very much appreciated. And as always, stay safe, be practical, keep yourselves out of harm's way. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.